Konnichiwa, Japan. It is I, Noel Gallagher, from Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. I will be releasing a new album called Council Skies. It'll be out on June the 2nd. It is available to pre-order now, and I can tell you that you better be quick because they are being sold in their tens of hundreds. Apparently the Japanese version comes with a very special t-shirt. There are 3 different designs, and they are all something I've quoted in the past, and I've handwritten them out on these t-shirts. Make sure you buy one because you'll make an old man very happy. Arigato. Okay.
You did it.
Did I?
You said it.
Did I? That is funny.
Spin it round for me and I'll
Oh.
go back and see.
Do you like it?
I do like it.
Do you remember saying this?
Oh, it's clearly something that I would definitely say.
I think so.
Yeah.
You have 3 different colours, so
Of course, all the colours.
Show me this one now.
it's our thing to say, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, freedom of thought. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is true. Right, well, there you go. Lucky bastards. They don't get nothing in England when they buy the album. Fuck all.
That's the 3rd quote. That's my favourite.
I get out of bed every day and I'm in shock at how good I am. It takes me at least 2 hours to get over it. That was clearly something that I said before I turned 50, because I can assure you, after you turn 50, you're in shock how fucking shit you are. Thank you very much. Well, I was born and raised on a council estate in Manchester, and Council Skies to me I'm a daydreamer, you know, and all my dreams of being whatever I became were dreamt by staring at the fucking sky, you know what I mean, and just daydreaming. So that's what it meant to me. Yeah, it's going to confuse Americans as well, but that's no bad thing. And yeah, I was kind of expecting the Japanese to be a bit, what is Council Skies? Well, it's it's the sky that a council estate is underneath. I don't know what the equivalent in Japan would be.
Isn't it something similar?
Yeah, okay, right, well, there you go then. The fact that 10 people could listen to the same song once, and half of them would hate it, and half of them would love it. And I find that fascinating, that people will say, oh, that's the best song on the album, and someone else will have a different favourite. And music is all about the listener, isn't it? It's how they perceive it and what it means to them. I know what it all means to me, and as an artist or a songwriter, you can only hope to have that kind of and it's not, you can't make it happen. You only hope that there's a connection between what you're feeling as a songwriter and what the listener's feeling when it listens to the song that you've written. That's it, really. Other than that, it's all magic to me. I don't, who knows, but yeah, music is one of the most 3 or 4 important things in my life, and has been since a very early age. Yeah, it's the first album that my band have played on. They don't usually play on my records. And yeah, it's a fresh start. I think the record itself takes elements from everything that I've done since I left Oasis, and like Pretty Boy could have been on the EPs, Think of a Number could have been on the first record, Dead to the World could have been on Chasing Yesterday, that kind of. So I picked the songs that summed me up best where I'm at now, And then, yeah, we go from here. Yeah. Then the best of was the full stop. You know, we're on our way now, and Flying on the Ground were great kind of bookends to a great decade or 11 years or whatever it was. So, yeah, now we move forward now, yeah, and see what we come up with. Yeah, it doesn't feel like 5.5 years to me. Like you say, there was things going on. Like, I guess releasing 3 EPs is almost like releasing an album. Then a best of with 2 new tracks on. So yeah, 5.5 years is like, oh wow. You know, so my last proper album was 2017 with Who But the Moon was 2017?
Yeah, five years ago, yeah.
19, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, nearly 6 years ago. Fucking hell. Yeah, well, there you go. Time flies, right? A message for my Japanese fans. Well, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I'm sure you have stockpiled lots of presents to give me when I get to Japan. But I'm going to come and see you. I do believe sometime towards the end of this year, but don't quote me on that. I'm well. I'm happy. I'm about to release a fantastic new record, and I hope you're well, and I hope you're happy, and I'll see you soon.
And especially
Really does.
the phrase, I want to change my star sign. That's
Yeah.
a brilliant one.
Fucking great line. Nobody picked up on it at all. I was very disappointed. No, it's a great line. I was having a conversation with, we live in a society now where people are not happy with themselves, so they change everything. They change the way they look, change the way they are, can change anything. And I was having an argument with someone some night and said, well, why can't you change your star sign? And they were like, well, because you can't. And I was like, well, why? And they said, well, why would you want to? And I was like, well, why would you want to change anything else? So the whole thing came from that, really. People seem to be running away from themselves these days. But I thought it was really clever to say I want to change my star sign, but no one else did.
But if you could change your star sign.
Yeah, I'd be a Leo. You don't want to be a fucking lion. Yeah, I'd be a fucking lion. Or a Scorpio. Or a scorpion. One of those kind of things. Only for a bit, though. I do like being a Gemini. Because I hate videos. I hate being in them. I feel very uncomfortable. And I just don't like them. I promised my people that I'd be in at least 1 or 2 of them. And I hate it. I don't know. Maybe that I look very uncomfortable and cold.
So you were kind of forced to take a
Pretty much.
role.
Yeah,
But,
pretty much.
yes. So if we can be philosophical about the video, you appear to be happy to have settled with this idea of being a supporting person for others. You're putting more weight on sort of like selfless acts. Can we say that?
Well, I am a selfless person, yeah. Like Buddha. But better than Buddha, I think you'll find. More philosophical. I'm just a great guy. I mean, all round. It's undeniable. No, mind games, because Sean Lennon was doing this thing for John Lennon's 80th birthday, and he asked me would I get involved. And I was too late to get involved. But I said I'll do a cover of Mind Games, and we put it out on Instagram, a little tiny bit of it on the day of his 80th birthday, and then finished it off, and it's great, But I obviously love the song, but it's doesn't really, it's not something that's really, really significant to me. And you ain't going nowhere. I mean, Bob Dylan, fucking hell, Jesus, that guy. I mean, I don't know what you say about him. He's far out. He makes the most simplest. The thing about Dylan songs is when you hear him, you think, wow, it's so fucking. But when you play them, they're the simplest songs, and they're such a joy to play. He's the fucking king. He's the king. But that song, no, I don't know. We were just looking around. We were doing a thing for the BBC, and everybody now wants you to do a cover of fucking something or other. And I just happened to be. That's one of the songs when I'm at home in quiet moments. We'll sit and play that, and some Neil Young songs and some Beatles songs when I'm just amusing myself. And the chance came up to do it, and I've done that one. I did the Mighty Quinn for something else, and yeah. Lone Star. I know it sounds like an insurance company, but it's not. It's because because I'm a bit of a loner, right? People, if you hear the term like lone wolf, right? People refer to me as a lone wolf. I really kind of do my own thing, you know what I mean? Lone Star, the kind of the lonely star in the sky. I just thought it was a good name for a studio.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, when it was built, it didn't look like this. It looked like a regular studio. And I remember coming down here during the pandemic. None of these colours were here. It didn't look anything like this at all. It was a very kind of sterile, it was grey and black, a normal looking recording studio, and I fucking hated it. And I was sitting here thinking, I'm not going to want to spend any time here if it's not a nice place to be. It felt cold and it had no vibe to it. But it was just a case of decorating it, do you know what I mean? And then I obviously, because during the pandemic, you know, we like sitting around doing fuck all day, Googling, you know, studios from the 70s. And I kind of came up with all this. And I love it. And the main thing about a studio is it's got to be a nice place to be. And I hang out here a lot, even when I'm not working, you know, because it's a cool place to come and hang out and, you know, have something to eat and just play the guitar for a bit. But this place is fucking amazing. And to say that me and that guy in there and a couple of other dudes designed it from nothing. It was nothing. It was just a big empty room. It wasn't a recording studio. And that's all my equipment in there that I've been collecting for a long time. And, you know, to put it all together and to make a record out of it has been amazing. Really great.
Yeah, I like the cherry.
I don't know what that's doing there. I put that there. I couldn't tell you why.
So you're obviously a very successful musician, and
Very.
Presumably, most of the dreams you had when you were a child probably came true.
Yeah. Very quickly. Yeah. They all came through in '94. Yeah.
Anything that you haven't been realised?
No. I mean, not on a personal level, no. On a professional level, yeah, I guess it'd be nice to do a James Bond theme, like one of those James Bond things. That'd be great. Be great to score a film and fucking, you know, get an Oscar. And I've never been nominated for a Grammy. Not fucking once in 30 fucking odd years have I ever been nominated for a Grammy. That'd be nice. But they're not things I ever think about. You know, when you get to my age, listen, if you fucking get one end of the day to the other without phoning the doctor, you're all right. So that'll do me. But if I can still summon the enthusiasm to keep writing songs and making music, that's all I could ever wish for now. But I don't sit and think about that. I just sit and think about, you know, now, you know, I don't look too far ahead or too far back. It's like now it's kind of, I'm doing promo, and then after this is finished, I'm rehearsing, and then we'll go on tour, and then by the time that tour finishes, it'll be a whole new era. You know, and I'll have to make another record, and it'll be another new era again, and I'll be another 5 years older. I'll be 60 by that point, you know, so I'll be fucking old cunt by then, so, you know.
So no songs that you've ever written and sang about unrealised dreams you used to have?
No. I don't think so. None spring to mind off the top of my head, no. I mean, I'm sure there is, but not right now. I can't think of any now. Do you? You're the first person to say that. Well done. Me and you have got fucking great taste. I love that song too.
Fantastic. And then this could be a great live song too.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, I haven't started rehearsing yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, we're definitely going to do Pretty Boy. We're definitely going to do Easy Now. Probably definitely going to do Council Skies. And then after that, we'll see what sounds best in rehearsals. But I love Open the Door. I think it sounds like the Kinks and the Lars and fucking, I think it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this reminds me of all the songs that sort of positive songs that you made, like Rock and Roll Star. You know, believe in yourself. In my mind, my dreams are real. You know, believe in your future. So, but then you did. This could be a single. You know.
You should work for my record company.
But then you didn't choose the song to.
Not yet. Well, I mean, you know, I think there's a few that will never be singles that, you know, that you think maybe could be. But, you know, the Master Plan was never a single, and neither was Slide Away. So, neither was Acquiesce, neither was Half the World Away. So I've had, you know, tens of songs down the years which could have been and that never were. But that's because I write so many fucking good songs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
I
you
know.
know, we sense the confidence, you know, about this album that you have.
Yeah. Well, I don't, again, I put it down to not overthinking anything. I just do it. And if it sounds good, put it out. That's it. We'll worry about it later. No, not when I'm writing music. It's all about the tune. The lyrics are kind of, the melody and the tune are the most important thing for me. If the lyrics can support that in any way and not sound too shit, then I'm in. You know what I mean? I'm doing all right. But I tend to think, I look forward more than looking back, always. I don't think it's healthy to look back too much. I do enough looking back when I'm on tour, when I'm playing songs from 30 years ago. That's enough for me. And as for when I'm in the moment writing a new record, I don't give a fuck about what's gone before. I'm in that moment now, you know, and I'm thinking about it now. So, yeah, I don't, you know, everything is unintentional. It's almost all inspiration, just like it happens and that's it. And then, obviously, not every time it's great, but I'd say most of the time for me, moments of inspiration are where things come from.